Welcome back to Straight from the Agent. I am Johnny B. Good, the flip-flop agent, joined by my beautiful co-host,
Connery Calkins.
So lame. We were just talking about the fact I don't drink coffee after April 15th.
Psychotic.
Yeah, there's just something about like hot coffee during like the spring and summer months. Like my mentality, because we're here in Michigan and we have our 4 seasons, which is, 4 weeks of summer.
Yep.
6 weeks of spring, 6 weeks of fall, and then the rest of it is all winter.
Yes.
So I drink coffee 9 months out of the year.
Right, yeah.
But like that April 15th to like October 1st, nah, I can't do it. I'll get my caffeine intake via like a Celsius pouch or something. I just can't do it with coffee.
Oh my.
And you drink, but you don't have any room to talk. You drink iced coffee.
Yeah, but okay, this is my thought process. Warm, like hot coffee is like I'm lounging around on a Sunday morning.
Okay.
If I just pound an iced coffee, I'm just getting wired right off the rip, can get into my day.
I don't know. I mean, I get it. I get it.
You're weird. I'm weird. We're both weird. It's fine.
You're weirder. The weird hierarchy has you way up here.
We could change the show name to Weird and Weirder.
Oh, yeah, that really rolls off the tongue.
Dumb and Dumber doesn't.
Weird and weirder.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, phonetically, it's easier.
Whatever. Phonetics.
Regardless, I'm sorry. Shouldn't use big words. You're from Goodrich.
Phonetics is like sounding out like, hello,
Go ahead.
Johnny.
Let's confirm that you're stupid.
Right. No, tell me I'm correct here. My mother-in-law's a teacher. Hello, Johnny. Phonetics.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're brilliant.
Come at me.
All right, Einstein. So
I'm going to pull that whole Pat McAfee podcast thing where I stand up and throw the mic.
That's fine. That's fine. Maybe that'll get us some views.
Maybe.
Whack. All right, so we're back.
We're back.
So we have another episode where we're going to hit more questions from the buyers and sellers.
Yep.
We've gotten some good feedback, and I appreciate the private messages that I've received just about people saying, hey, you know what? I'm not really thinking about buying or selling, but we're enjoying listening.
Yeah.
Because it's a little bit of education, a little bit of entertainment, a little bit of education. We just want to help you guys out.
Yeah.
And it gives us an opportunity to kind of engage, make some content that we can put out into the ether, and maybe it'll resonate with some people.
Yeah.
It works for me.
Exactly.
I'm going first.
All right.
In and out like a robbery today, baby. All right, let's see. I have number 18. Okay. So this is an interesting one. I'm curious what you'll have to say about this.
Okay.
How do online listings impact my sales?
Impact my sales?
Impact my sale.
Oh, I mean, having the online presence is key. So this was before my day. I think it was before your day as well.
Absolutely it was.
And
I'm old, not that old.
Correct me if I'm wrong. So way back when, to sell a house, you put a sign in the yard.
Yep.
And the agents got a book.
Yeah.
Like, what was it, once a week, once a month?
I think it was once a week.
With all the listings that are available.
Yep.
So if you weren't actively driving around looking for houses, you didn't know what was on the market.
Yep.
So the online presence is huge. Just the amount of eyeballs.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
The level of exposure you get. And we don't need to get into the nuances of how agents feel about our MLSs, which is the multiple listing service. And there's MLSs across all regions, all states, all geographic areas inside the United States.
Yep.
We don't need to get into that and why there's all bunch of different MLSs.
And not just one.
But yeah, one would be nice.
Yeah.
But anyway, the biggest factor is now everything gets syndicated. So as soon as I get a listing and I go through and I activate it in the multiple listing service, it does what's called syndicate.
Yep.
And syndicate basically means that it goes out to all of these online web portals. So we're talking about Zillow, Trulia, Redfin, Realtor.com. I like to say it that way because it makes fun of the fact that actual NAR doesn't own
Realtor.com.
Yeah. So homes.com, all these different sites. It goes out there, and that's where, right, wrong, or indifferent, the majority of our clients are going to send us listings from.
100%.
Some people love Zillow. Some people love Trulia. I've had clients love Redfin. Could be any website anywhere because they syndicate to hundreds of different portals throughout the nation.
Yeah.
So when you go and you look at these, anything you see on Zillow or you see on Trulia, unless it's a for sale by owner,
is on the MLS.
Is on the MLS.
Yeah.
It has been input into the system by an agent.
Exactly.
And so the impact, in my opinion, and one of the reasons we've seen not necessarily a surge in activity, but maybe because we're seeing more of these homes come online and they're exposed to so many more eyeballs with such a higher level of frequency that's why we're seeing so much activity in that first week, those first 2 weeks, what have yous.
I mean, it's good because if someone's is relocating out of state, they don't have to necessarily have an agent already picked out in a certain state.
Sure.
They can scroll through Zillow. So I've had clients contact me through Zillow and homes.com and realtor.com where they see my listing just online. They're a couple states away. And they want to know more about the house because they're thinking about moving to Michigan. And even if they don't buy that particular home, it puts them into my pipeline. They're eventually looking to relocate and they'll eventually buy a house in Michigan through me. So it works, but it broadens that seller's house from just super hyper local, what it used to be, to now essentially worldwide. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a good thing. It does, in effect, galvanize the argument how much our agents needed.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this in previous episodes. Any schmo can open a door.
Yeah.
Anybody can open, well, you should see some of these people and their inability to follow directions. But more than likely, any agent can open a door for you. A good agent is going to walk you through the process.
Yeah.
You're going to have a pre-listing consultation, a pre-buyer consultation. You're going to go through the process. You're going to know what to expect. A good agent, when they walk you in the door, isn't going to stand there on their phone doom scrolling while you meander about the home.
There's a lot of agents that do that.
There's a lot of agents that do that. They're going to direct you. Hey, let's look at the kitchen. Let's check out the main floor. Let's look at the deck. Check out the garage. Let's go down the basement. Look at the mechanicals. Let's go upstairs. Check this out.
I just got into a crawl space the other day.
Right.
So I had to see if there was water in it because it was raining heavy.
Yep. Let's walk around the exterior. Do they have downspouts? What does the roof look like? Is all the siding intact?
Yep.
Are there any trees overhanging the house?
Yeah.
Is there mildew on the roof because of trees overhanging the house?
Which could be an insurance issue.
What does the backyard look like? There's a number of different ways. And then from there, we're doing the home inspection and negotiating. When it comes to the listing, we're going through and we're getting pictures. We're doing all these different things.
Yeah.
So yes, the value of the agent in the past may have been that golden book of listings that nobody else had access to. And because you were the agent, you had them. Well, now everybody has that access at their fingertips. And that's where the service feature and the ability to negotiate and understand that we have a fiduciary responsibility to our client to work in their best interest. That's where the value comes into play.
Our job for the buyers is to get them the best deal humanly possible.
Sure.
Our job for our sellers
within terms.
Within terms, yeah.
Within the terms that we can negotiate on your behalf.
Exactly.
Yep.
For the sellers, it's to net them the most amount of money possible.
Yep.
And then we get compensated for that.
Yep. Absolutely.
It's just part of the job.
Yeah, absolutely it is. No, I think that's perfect. All right, what do you got for the buyers tonight?
All right, let's see. How long does closing take?
Ooh, fantastic question. Let me ask for some clarity.
Okay.
Are we talking about the actual closing and signing of paperwork? Or are we talking about from the start of a purchase agreement through to the day of closing?
We'll go both. So actual closing, you're at the table. If nothing goes haywire, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
If that.
Yep.
Now,
maybe an hour, 30 minutes for the buyer, 30 minutes for the seller.
Yeah.
So roughly an hour.
Exactly.
In total.
Unless you want to read through all of your mortgage documents at the table, which I've had people do.
I have as well.
Then it takes about an hour and a half.
And that's their prerogative.
Exactly.
And they are, I don't want to discount people that do that.
Right, yeah.
Because I'm a contract guy. You're a contract guy.
Yep.
Here's what I can tell you. If I was in the position of being a buyer or seller, I'm going to know every word that's on those pages.
Exactly.
But I can probably look at most of them prior to closing.
You can.
You can absolutely get a document package and say, hey, I just want to review these prior to, and then we're locked and loaded, good to go.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, yeah, if you're pretty comfortable, we get what's called a closing disclosure.
Yeah.
Which is basically like a 2-page accounting of all the debits and credits for either the purchase of your home or the sale of your home.
Yeah.
We send those to you. I always send them to my client via email. I say, take a look at these. I've reviewed them. I'm comfortable with all the numbers and everything that's in there because I've cross-referenced the purchase agreement with what's on these documents.
Yep.
So I'm good with them. I want to make sure you're well aware. And if you have any questions, let me know. So then when they get the closing and they're given those documents, they're like, yep, we're good to go.
Right.
And then from there, we're either signing the mortgage, we're signing the deed, whatever that is easy enough.
Exactly.
So yeah, I think that's important. Now, from a typical standpoint, why don't you talk about the process from start to finish?
So if you're cash, typically about 2 weeks.
10 to 14 days.
Exactly.
Yep.
Because basically, especially if you're waiving the inspection, it's just as soon as the title work is ready. Because obviously, you list a home, put it on the market, you run pre-title. Title's got to get all their ducks in a row to make sure the house can be sold. Yep. You know what I mean? So 10 to 14 days for a cash deal. Conventional mortgage, you're looking at about 30 days.
Yep.
Typically, all federally backed loans are about 45 days. But now it depends on the situation.
Sure.
If you taking in consideration negotiations, with extensions, negotiations for the inspection, the appraisal, the whole 9 yards, occupancy could take longer. So if you have an occupancy period in there, let's say you have a conventional loan, 30-day close, right? You go through the inspection, you go through the appraisal, you get your clear to close, you close on the home. And if you agreed upon a 30-day occupancy period, you are letting that seller stay in the home for an additional 30 days. Right. So you don't get the keys. You own the home, but you don't get the keys until that seller is out within 30 days.
That's right.
So, but yeah, for any federally backed loan, 45 days typically.
Yeah. And that's what we're going to put on our purchase agreement.
Yeah.
When we send it to the buyer to sign, we're going to basically bake in those 45 days.
Yeah.
Plus or minus a few days, depending on when you're making the offer, when the deal falls.
Yeah.
We can't schedule a closing on a Sunday because the Federal Reserve is closed.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, it's just about ensuring that, we're being timely.
Exactly.
We don't want to arbitrarily overextend it just because.
Yeah.
If you don't need that much time, we're not going to use that much time.
Yeah.
And sometimes with those closing dates, we need to ensure that they're timely.
Yeah. For
the number one reason that other people involved in the deal, whether it's title, whether it's the lenders, they might be like, well, the closing date isn't for another 2 weeks, so we're working on other files.
Yeah.
So that's why you need to keep your timelines tight and kind of stay on top of people to ensure they're getting those things handled.
Because again, your file at the title company is not their only file. They probably have 100 because they're not just working with us. They're working with whatever agent wants to use them.
Absolutely.
So they are constantly swamped.
Yep.
And yeah, it's not because I feel like I've dealt with this quite a bit where clients are not happy of how long response time is when I'm waiting to hear back from a lender or waiting to hear back from a title company, so on and so forth. You are not the only client.
Right.
I have X amount of clients. I'm working with your lender who also has X amount of different clients with different agents.
Yep.
We're using this title company that has 30 agents with 45 different files that they're currently working on.
Right.
It all takes time.
Yep. Absolutely. And that's where, again, clear communication.
Yeah.
I go through my calendar and I'm like, listen, I need to lay this out. So on this day at this time, this is when our diligence phase ends.
Yep.
And I'll put that in there. So I've got a reminder.
Yeah.
A 24-hour reminder. Hey, diligence ends tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Yep.
And then I'm going to go through and say, okay, the appraisal's been scheduled. Here's where our closing date is. Okay, the appraisal has been delayed. It hasn't come in yet. We need to sign an extension addendum because we're not going to make our closing.
Exactly.
So then I take that date and I move that forward. A lot of it just comes down to planning and being organized.
Yeah.
And a good agent is going to have all that stuff stipulated. So it's not like an hour before the deal's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to get this figured out.
Yeah.
I'm going to send you something real quick on my phone.
There's a lot of agents that do that.
A lot of agents that do that.
Which is very frustrating.
It can be frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
It absolutely can be.
For everyone involved, for their client, for the other agent involved, their client.
Yep.
It's a headache.
Yep. Clear communication goes a long way.
Yeah.
Goes a very, very long way.
But, I mean, again, you chop it up to the barrier to entry with real estate is extremely low.
Mm-hmm.
You take a 40-hour test, you pass the test, you have your license.
Yep. Yes. Lots to say about that, but I will just go with yes. Yeah. I absolutely agree with you.
Exactly.
So, well, last week I asked you about the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have any questions for me this week? Doesn't have to be about media. It can be just about anything. But we got to let the people got to get to know us.
Right, yeah.
They got to get to know us.
What's your favorite genre of music?
Ooh.
But then also, what artists do you like out of that genre?
Oh my God. So I have just been absolutely gobsmacked by some of this new AI music that's come out.
Mm-hmm.
It is insane. It is insane what people can create with a few prompts nowadays.
Yeah.
But there's this new band out called Promptgenix.
Okay.
I found them on TikTok.
Uh-huh.
And then I followed them on Spotify, and they have just been putting out bangers.
Really?
So it's like a little bit of a hybrid mix with like a little bit of like drum and bass, grunge, rock, emo.
Okay.
But then they've added in this layer of like twangy banjo, Appalachian music, and it is amazing.
Really?
And it just scratches this itch in my brain that I never knew I had. But I've been listening to this stuff, and it's all kind of dystopian.
Yeah.
They make like shorts that they put out on YouTube and out on TikTok with like a bunch of AI generated.
That's cool.
Dystopian Fallout style stuff. And I'm like, this is my jam.
That's cool.
It's really, really neat to listen to. So,
and are there words or is it just sound?
No, there's an actual AI artist that sings the song.
Wow.
It's really, really cool. And as somebody that doesn't hero worship celebrities or athletes, I just don't care about any of their opinions. Like, I enjoy watching them do their thing.
Oh, 100%.
But like, I don't care about your politics. I don't care about what your views are on basically anything.
Yeah.
I just want you to entertain me.
Exactly.
I love this because I don't care about the artist. I care about the music.
Yeah.
And like we were talking about previously, music should make you feel an emotion. Like, that's what music does, at least for me.
It's supposed to elicit an emotion.
Yeah. I want to feel things when I listen to music.
Yeah.
Whether I want to be excited and pumped up.
Yeah.
Whether I want to be all in my feelings and listen to some, sad music, whatever that is.
Right.
So for me, it's like, oh, there's no like political aspect to any of this, and I can just enjoy the music.
Right. Yeah.
I really like it.
Okay.
I really like it. I'm sure there's people out there and there's artists that are like, oh my God, it's the end of the world and AI is going to ruin everything. I still love people that make music and that are artists and that are athletes. I still love all of that, but it doesn't mean I don't get to enjoy this as well.
Exactly.
So that's kind of my perspective. What about you? Do you have like a genre? I know you listen to terrible country music, but
hold on.
I'm just not a big fan of country. It's fine. Some of the new stuff is okay.
So let me be very clear. I don't like the pop country music.
Okay.
Like
I don't even know what pop country is.
Like
so
Luke Bryan style country music.
Okay.
Like, I really enjoy a couple of artists that sound like actual country music. Would be like Colter Wall, Sturgill Simpson.
All these names sound country. I have no idea who they are.
Who's the other one? Zach Bryan, even though he's gotten into some stuff.
See, I like Zach Bryan. But I only knew about him because of Brianna Chicken Fry from Barstool.
Okay.
And all of that crazy madness. I got sucked into that soap opera.
All the drama.
But it's,
But it's like, it's more country than it is this like pop culture stuff like that.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm all over the place. Country.
I am too.
Some rock, hip hop, EDM.
Yep.
Whatever I'm just feeling that day. I love Lil Peep.
I don't know what that is.
Oh God. Never mind.
I mean, Peeps are like the Easter candy, right? The marshmallow things. Ooh, what's Lil Peep?
He was an emo rapper during like the SoundCloud era that all happened. You've never heard of him?
No.
Oh, I'll play you some.
Okay. I'm
I
here
feel like
for
you'll like it.
Oh yeah. I like most everything. I just don't like the low energy, super twangy country music is just very off-putting to me.
Okay.
It's just not a thing. It doesn't vibe.
See, I'll go from like
energy.
Lil Peep to like Guy Clark. Like just some like very old school country.
Yeah.
Like
I love that for you. Not for me though.
No. You like robots.
I do like robots. Let's go with robots. All right. Well, I think that's it for this week. You good?
I'm good.
All right. Well, for this week's episode of Straight from the Agent and getting to know the agents a little bit, I am Johnny B. Good, joined by my man,
Connery Calkins.
We will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.